Okay, welcome back to Mangg Hunter Big Bow Edition. Last time we hunted down a Baroth and we slew it mercilessly. This time we have an urgent quest, a 3-star urgent quest to hunt a Gobul, whatever. It's kind of a weird fish thing. Technically, under the classification system of Monster Hunter, it's a Leviathan, but yeah, I don't know about that. At the end of the last video, I talked about maybe getting the Baroth armor, because I was going to look into precision or whatever it was. And, well, precision sucks. As far as my understanding. Basically, it just reduces the kind of deviation while you're aiming with a ranged weapon, with a bow. So, yeah. As for the attack bonus, you know, it'd be like attack small, and yeah, I mean, that's probably better for, like, right now, this moment. I would prefer that over what I have, but it's not worth farming Baroth a bunch of times. So we're using the Roggy armor still until we get something better. And we are using the Hunter's Bow 3, which gives me plus 10 defense, blah, blah, blah. And it has all rapid, which I think is fine. And it can use a bunch of different coatings, including power, which is nice. And it's got the wide shot, which is, it's fine, I guess. It's not great for Gobul, but we will make do. So, as is essential when fighting Gobul, you want to fish them out. I don't think I did that right. Thanks for the attack boost, bro. Yeah, I didn't do it right, because I need to equip the frog. There we go. He will come up. Or not. Does it not work the first time you fight him? No, I guess it wouldn't, because you need the introduction cinematic. Shit. Okay. Damn. So, he will be in... He's not in 3. I'm pretty sure it's 5. But it could be 6. But yeah, we can't fish him out because we gotta have that intro cinematic where you see him under the ground and it's all cinematic-y and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so we're using the Hunter's Bow because water obviously is not that effective, and poison, he can get poisoned, but it's not that effective, and I think overall we'll be doing more damage with normal, even though we're wearing Roggy armor. It's hard to say. Yeah, what a fearsome Leviathan. Whenever I think of Gobul, I think of Glocky from the Cthulhu mythos. So I always envision that Glocky looks like this guy, even though I'm pretty sure that's not true. But there you have it. Let's load up on power coatings and kick his ass. Actually, this might not be him. Don't waste my coatings. Oh, that's him. Cha-Cha's all up in that business. He's chopping the monster after the hunt, even though it just started. Yeah, we getting blinded. That's okay. Yeah, so it's another underwater fight, which is shit. Oh, it's real shit. And the worst part is we either have to get him to go to 8 and then get on land, or make him go all the way to 4. See, that's why the first fight sucks, because on every other fight, you can always fish him out of 4 and take him right onto the land and then demolish him. But here we are. Okay. Nope. Oh. Damn you. There's not much really to say, you know, it's just charge up, shoot, charge up, shoot, charge up, shoot, and maybe do a little dodging once in a while, all the good stuff. Get hit once in a while, maybe heal, rinse, and repeat. Because really, what else can I really do? I'm not going to use the arc shot. That would be dumb. You know, if I had to just judge it, I would not rank playing with the bow as higher than playing with a melee weapon. Unfortunately. Melee weapon just always feels so much more exciting because you're in there, man. You're in there and you're slashing and you're moving and it's active. And not that this isn't active, but not on the same level. Not on the same level. I mean, Cha-Cha is more active than I am. Well, we got him to move to 5, which is another entirely underwater area, so yeah, just more of the same, really. Oh, and he took a dirt nap, as they say. Yeah. We're almost out of power coatings, so there's that. That'll be exciting when that happens. I mean, maybe the bow is really more just a support weapon, as in it's shines, I guess, when you're with other people and you're just hanging out and it's like, well, you know, I don't really want to do the whole monster hunter experience thing, so I'll just use a bow. Maybe that's what it's best at. You do status stuff, and you look like you're doing stuff constantly. You're just shooting all these arrows off and things, and you look like you're part of the team, but you're not. You're not really part of the team. I don't know. Who can say? But we are out of power coatings, so there's that. We have exhaust coatings, which, you know what? Why not? I never use it. You know, using a bow in Monster Hunter is kind of like using a bow in Dark Souls. Except that, like, you only fight bosses. They all have a lot of health. And you have unlimited health. That's what it's like. Is that fun? Does that sound fun? Not especially. I'm ragging on bow quite a bit, I realize. But I'm speaking my mind here. Oh, and you're underwater in Dark Souls. So. Imagine you can't really move properly. You're just kind of floating around. Oh yeah, I'm getting sucked in. Well, that's a bummer. We're only like 10 minutes into the fight. So I really shouldn't be complaining that much, but I don't know. You give me a bow and you give me I don't like Gobul no matter what. I don't think it's a fun fight. So you combine that with the bow and yeah, that's not a good recipe. It does bring up, I guess, unfortunately, perhaps, it does bring up a good question of when exactly does this series end? You know, when do I end Mangg Hunter? Last time, the first Mangg Hunter series ended... I guess it ended with Elatrion. It ended when I just gave up and didn't want to do anymore. So that could be pretty much the same for this. I don't think we'll get to Elatrion. I want to get at least to Zinogre. Januga. I don't know his name. It's all jumbled. It's one or the other. It's not. It's Zinuga. It's Januga or Zinogre, right? There's no Zinogre. Maybe there is. There's a mod. I don't remember. Yeah, it might have been for Monster Hunter Tri when I modded my Wii and I was messing around with stuff. I think there was a mod for Monster Hunter Tri that actually, it showed you all sorts. You could do all sorts of stuff. It was kind of interesting, but also kind of ruined the game. But one of them was you could actually see the monster's health. And at times, you know, when I'm playing Monster Hunter, I think, oh, wouldn't it be... I really wish I could just know its health, but... It's not... You don't need to know. You really don't need to know the health. It doesn't... It's like asking on a car ride, are we there yet? It's like, does that knowledge do anything for you? It doesn't make you doesn't help you get there. You know, knowing the monster's health doesn't change anything. It's just... And there are so many good moments in Monster Hunter because you don't know the health. And just, you know, last-second kills that are just like, oh my god! And if you knew the health, it would have taken away some of that edge. Not completely, but a little bit. So... I'm okay. I'm okay with it. You're not knowing the health. I would not be horrified if Dark Souls did away with boss health or something like that. It would definitely affect... If they got rid of all enemy health, that would definitely affect, like, min-maxing stuff. There is still min-maxing in Monster Hunter, but... Because they still show damage numbers for weapons and, you know, elemental weaknesses and things like that. So there's still min-maxing, but... to the casual player, there's definitely a lot less. Because in Dark Souls, it's very evident. You know, when you're fighting a boss and you switch weapons, you know exactly the difference the two weapons makes. To a casual Monster Hunter player, it's just kind of like, well, I guess this is a higher number, so good. But there's a lot of... Does he go to 8 now? Does he flee all the way to 8? I think he actually might. There's a lot of variations that the casual Monster Hunter player will not know. Like, monsters are divided. Like, their bodies are divided into different sections. And different weapon types, and even the, you know, the same weapon types do different damage to different sections. So, you know, a very common one is the head, which for a few different weapon types is okay. It's obvious. You just hit the head. You know, if you're using a hammer, yeah, you're going for the head. That's it. But you know, slashing weapons, a lot of times the stomach is the weak area, and so you want to try and target the stomach as much because you get the biggest damage multiplier. But each monster kind of has its own thing, and they're all detailed in the guide and, you know, the websites and stuff like that you can look up. And different body sections might have different elemental weaknesses and elemental strengths, and so and I guess if you're just playing the game and you don't look anything up, oh god, you know, you wouldn't even know elemental weaknesses. Some of them you might guess, you know, like this, like, you know, Gobul here, he's a fish type monster, so you might guess he's weak to lightning, and you'd be correct, or thunder, whatever. But like Barroth, you know, Barroth, when he's muddy, he's weak to water, but when he's not muddy, he's weak to fire. Like, you would probably not guess that. So, you know, some people like those levels of complexity that some games bring, and some of them could care less. Oh, I have Water Blade, that's why. And, you know, if you really did not look up anything, like armor, like skills and things like that, that would just be a complete mystery. A lot of them are just whatever, you know, like the precision. It's like, I don't know what that means. Maybe it tells you somewhere, but yeah, the internet, that's where it tells you. Come on, dude. Yeah, any second now. He's been weakened for a little while. It's possible that he'll die. Anything could happen. Oh, gosh. Holy shit, man. And just an entire 18-minute battle underwater is just... It's draining on you, man. It's draining on your soul. 45-minute battle underwater. I want you to imagine that. I don't want to imagine it. I'm pretty sure I've lived it, but... Yeah, I absolutely have lived. I've done Cadius for 45 minutes. Plus more. Because you fight him twice to kill him. I mean, you don't have to, but... Your first time, it's definitely likely. Just die, man. See, I don't care about breaking his lantern or anything like that, because I'm never gonna farm Gobul. Never have, never will. It's probably not true. I'm sure I farmed him for something. God! You know, the money I don't care about. The time, that's what I care about. Ugh. I should have done Mangg Hunter Switch Axe Edition. That would have been a lot better. How is he still alive? Ugh, come on. God damn it. Where are you going? Oh my god. Holy shit, man. Like, what is it where they get weakened and then they take 3 times longer to die? It's probably because I run out of power coatings. And so the power coatings help me bum rush them to weakened. But then after that, it's like, well, that cuts my attack power in like a third. There we go. Jeez. You know, I don't want to take 20-some minutes to fight every monster. You know, Dark Souls bosses don't take that long, but then, you know, you have all the filler content in between bosses. So I guess it works out. But bosses aren't like the main appeal of a Soulsborne game. The whole journey is what matters. Yeah, well, that was urgent. It was urgent that we did that. Yeah, what do you got to say? Okay, no. Oh, a Lagombi. Great, a baggy. That's what I was, a great baggy. I'll hunt a Lagombi. That could be fun, right? We've done that before for a long time. No, there's nothing I can upgrade. I don't know why I care, because I'm never gonna build a Gobul vest to get eating plus one. Swimming, is that what I want? I want swimming plus? No. I say no. We want to buy power coating. And now I'm pretty much out of money. Excellent. Might have to do some farming nonsense in order to get money. So, comparing this bow with the poison bow, you get 24 less attack. You get the better arc shot, in my opinion, especially for, well, I'm not really likely to use either. That pretty much is the same. We can still use power coating, which is good, but most importantly, we get the poison, which for Lagombi is probably good, so we'll switch back to the revolver for this fight. Let's do it. Round 2 against the Lagombi. Hopefully a little bit easier this time. Well, quicker this time. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Hot drinks really get you going. Now, do we actually get introduced to a Lagombi here? Because we've already seen him. So it shouldn't play the cinematic, right? Nope. They love their cinematics. Can't get enough of them. Actually, I'm wondering if it showed it online. I don't think it did. He's fronting. He's fronting. Why did I drink that? I don't know my own buttons. Golly. Why am I missing with my poison? Oh, he's poisoned. Good. Sehr gut. That was your charge attack, man? Come on. Whoa. Maybe bow will really change once I get slime. Because we know how blatantly OP that shit is. Or it used to be. I think they might have nerfed it. They might have nerfed it back when I played last time. Because the strategy that used to go around was you just get a group of 4 people that all use slime bows, and you just spam the weakest shot to build up slime as quickly as possible, and you just kill a monster in like 20 seconds. So I think they nerfed it, but we will try. Damn, my aim is ragged. It's ragged. You want some more poison, bro? I wonder if Lagombi is like the Japanese word for rabbit. I know the French word is lapin. And I know the English word is rabbit. And I don't know the German word. And that's about the extent of my knowledge. Get poisoned, bro. Oh, wait, he is. Nice. That aim. That aim. Oh. You know, even if the bow was like 50% more effective, like it killed things 50% faster than I am right now, it's still not that exciting. It's not that interesting of a playstyle to me. For some people, they probably eat this shit up. And they probably also eat shit up. No, I'm just kidding. But it's not really my thing. Really, archery almost, you know, bows in any game are never really my thing. So it's funny that I've done a bunch of videos across multiple series of games just using bows. I should just do big hammer edition. That would be better. Just use big hammers for everything. Hammers are cool. I mean, I could be smashing this rabbit right now with a big-ass hammer. I could be doing that. Instead, I'm getting worms stolen out of my pocket. Damn. That That's scary. You got that big rabbit ass coming at you. I'm getting flashbacks of the time Mert sat on me. Like, honestly, my bow, all of my bows are pretty much as good as possibly I could get at this point in the game. And armor can make a difference in your killing speed, but generally not that huge. That's why, you know, it's like Fashion Hunter most of the time. So I guess we're not even at the 10-minute mark, so... But, keep in mind, I just burned through all my power coatings, so now is the test of how long it takes to kill him. So that was all my power coatings and 2 separate poisonings with poison boost. Which, I don't know if that affects potency or... infectiousness. Either way. Maybe it always just feels like long fights. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm over-calculating the time that it takes. Great. Look at that stamina bar plunge. I'm gonna have to fight a Legiacris, man. I'm gonna have to fight a Devil Joe. An Uragan. I'm gonna have to fight an Uragan with this shit. It's gonna take 8 years. Boromir didn't take this kind of punishment from arrows. Ow. What did you do to Cha-Cha? Get it. We're stealing my pickaxes now. I thought maybe he would have died mid-slide. What a fool I am. Oh, and Cha-Cha gets killed. See, Bo doesn't even kill the thing. Cha-Cha with his little stick. Ugh. Just adding insult to insult. Secret stash. Stash of what? Stash of what? So yeah, I know, in the grand scheme of things, maybe that was a fairly somewhat quick kill, I guess. I suppose, but my point is that it didn't feel like it. And that's a big distinction. So there's no way there's a Lagombi. Oh, there's a Lagombi heavy bowgun. What? Svenacine? Svenacine Slayer? What the hell? So there's a heavy bowgun for it. And, that's... Oh, dual blades. Well, I guess. Okay. Well, what more is there to say, I guess? That was a Lagombi. It was killed. Alright, well, my name is Mangg. This has been Mangg Hunter, Big Bow Edition. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.